Hey everyone! Hey everyone, it's Rita for Miss Rita to the Rescue. Welcome to Cricut Chat on Tuesday, and we are making faux leather earrings today. I'm so excited. These are made on the Cricut Joy, but they also are you able to make these on the Maker or the Explorer machine. I'm showing you the actual iron-on that we're going to do on here, and we're going to talk about faux leather. We're going to talk about ironing on faux leather. We're going to use our Cricut EasyPress Mini, and we are using our Joy and the iPad. So why don't I give you guys a few minutes to come on and say hello, and I can say my hellos. Laurie, Joe, Lisa, and Wanda. Good morning. Alexandria, and Penny, Dorothy, Amy. Good morning to everyone. Midge, hi. Welcome. So this is Cricut Chat. It's my daily Cricut dialogue with a group of people, my friends, a group of friends. Hi, Peggy. You're going so fast. Cindy, hello, good morning. Lisa. So this is my daily chat. We do it once a day at 9 a.m. Eastern here, only here on Facebook. Miss Rita to the Rescue Facebook page, and then it's usually about a half hour to 45 minutes long. This one I don't think will take that long unless I just talk too much, but because it's a really quick and simple project, you're going to want to do these. These are fun to do. Good morning, Bren. Hi, Susan. So welcome to everyone. If you are catching this on the replay, thank you. Thank you very much. If you're watching this live, if you like what you see, could you share it with someone? That would be great. Trying to build an audience. Hello, Constance. Hi, Eva. That's my friend Eva. My local friend Eva's on here today. I like to see my local friends come on. So we are making faux leather earrings today. I hope everybody's well, and I'm just going to dive right in. So we're making faux leather earrings today. And so what is faux leather? Faux leather is, faux means false in French, false. So it's not really leather. And this is a product that's made by Cricut. It's got a shiny, get up real close, got like a pebbly side, and then there's the back side, very similar to leather. It's very thin. It comes on a roll, and I'm going to show you how to find it too on the website. It comes in various colors, and you definitely want to get the faux leather, especially if you have a Joy, because the Joy can only cut the faux leather. And then what we're also using is iron-on. This is, I've got this really cool iron-on foil sampler, but I'm also using this, which is, we used it last week, that holographic. Thank you for sharing, Shelley. Good morning, Emmy. Thank you so much for sharing. So we're going to use that, and then we're going to put them, we'll cut them out on the Joy, and then we're going to put the iron-on right on there. It takes 30 seconds after you cut them out to put them on. So easy. And then you just add your earring rings, and you might need a jump ring there. I'm not a super jewelry person, but I did find these earring wires and a couple of tools, and you will need those. Those are not sold at Cricut. You'll also probably need a pair of scissors to cut down the faux. If you're using a Joy, to cut it down, and you'll need a weeding tool to weed the iron-on, depending on what design you want to do. You might need to weed. I had to weed, for instance, here. This was pretty pretty intricate. So I'm going to give you the file that has a bunch of these basic shapes, but I also want to show you how to find the shapes in Cricut Design Space. So first let's talk, and then I'm going to show you how to actually apply it. So let's talk faux leather. So faux leather here is available on the Cricut the Cricut website, Cricut.com, and it comes in these three. One of them is currently out of stock, but this one here, the faux leather, it's called Pebbled. That's what I showed you. I did it. I have it in blue, and I have it in this. I'm not sure what this color is. I have to look on there. Champagne. The color is champagne. And what I thought was really interesting is down here, it shows you the type of needle that you will need. And it's a fine point blade, which is what's in your Joy. If you go down, look at faux leather, you'll see a fine point blade. So you do not need a deep point blade for faux leather on any of the machines, okay? And there is a custom setting for this on the Joy. So this is where you'd find the faux leather. There's also a sampler that's like a suede, that's a 12 by 12 sampler. You get 5 different colors here. I think that's beautiful, but I didn't have it available to cut. I'm sure it cuts very similarly, but in a suede-ish kind of, and maybe you don't want to do iron-on those. So let's go to Design Space, because I want to show you how to find these images on Design Space. It's all well and good to want to do this. No problem, darling. It's all well and good to want to do this, but how do you find and how do you decorate these? Well, like the print and cut stickers, this is really about your imagination, and Cricut gives you the tools to make it as detailed or as not detailed as you want it to be. Like, for instance, I saw these leaves that have just like the veins in them, and I thought that's perfect. But then these ones here are actually pieces that I cut out from an image. And I'm going to show you how I did that. So when you're on Cricut Design Space on your canvas and you have a blank canvas, so let me see if I can just save this. And we'll start fresh, okay? So we'll start fresh. Go to the home. This is obviously, I'm doing this on my iPad, but you can do it on your desktop or your laptop or even your phone. So don't think it's limited to just my iPad. I just do it so I can show you best. All right, so we're going to start a new project, and we're going down here to image. This is the image search engine. We've been talking about this a lot. A lot of people don't understand this, but there are 100, actually well more than 100,000 images that Cricut provides for you, most of which are part of Cricut Access. And you'll know that because it has a little green A next to it. If you're an Access member, those images are available to you for free. So you don't have to go someplace else to get your image and bring it into Design Space. You can find quite a few things here, and it just continues to grow. So when I do a basic search, I can just type in earrings, and it will do a search for me. And obviously, it's going to tag anything that has ear or like earrings, that kind of thing, pierced ears. But if you scroll down, you'll start to see all of these. These are all the earring designs that you can do. Some of them are single layer colors. Some of them are double. But there's quite a few. Now, if that isn't enough for you and you want to see more, what you can always do is click on this little eye. I'm going to get real close so you can see that. See that eye with the circle? If you click on that, you get a pop-up box right there, and it says View Image Sets. So just click on that. and it's going to bring you to a whole grouping of just leather earrings. Takes a minute. And here it is. These are just leather earrings. So you can start from here and you'll see that some of them are cut. Some of them have very intricate cutting. Some of them are several colors, that kind of thing. So there's quite a few, I don't know, to count them, there's probably over 40 different styles. So well, more than 40 different styles. So you would just select, which is what I did. I selected one, or you can select two, whatever. And then you would insert it down here. It says insert. And then you are on your canvas. Now, you may want to size. Yeah, there's super lot of them. There's super lot of them, Shelley. So you may want to size these. I made these big so I could show you in the camera, but to resize an image, or to find out what the size is, you have to click on it. So it has that box around there. And on the iPad app, you're going to go to Edit. Now down here in Edit, it's showing me that the width of my image, this image that's selected, is 3.16 and the height is 2.95. And I can actually change that by just clicking on there and changing it to say, let's make it 4 inches. So we make it 4 inches, and what you'll notice is that when you make one measurement, as long as this is locked, when you make a change in one measurement, it makes the change on the other measurement. The only way to expand one without the other is to unlock the image. So here, what I'll do is I'll just show you what I mean. I'm unlocking the image, and I'm going down here to width. Now note it's set at 4 and my height is 3.74. But if I want to change my height to 4, so it'd have almost, let's see, I'll make sure it says 4. Okay, like that, you'll notice that because it's unlocked, it was allowing me to change it so it's 4 by 4, okay? Now, at this point, you can cut these out without the iron-on, or you can go and search for iron-on things to put on them. But to keep it very, very simple, let me just go through the process of cutting out without the iron-on, just so that people I just want to cut them out. I don't want to do the fancy iron-on. So let me just show you what you're going to do. So the way that this works is the faux leather has to go shiny side down on your mat, which means what? You have to mirror your image, okay? So let's just start by saying we're going to make these. I'm going to hide these ones here. So we're going to make just these on our Joy. So we're going to hit down here, make it. And because it's not a smart material, we're going to do it on a mat, okay? And it immediately comes up on my mat. And what I want to do is up here, where this is my mat. I have one mat. I want to go here, and I want to make sure I mirror the image. Now, for this particular object, probably doesn't matter, but you want to get in the habit of it because you're cutting it on the wrong side, you see. So just go ahead and get in the habit of doing that. You do mirror, and then you continue, and it will bring you to the page that you have to pick the setting, okay? So here we're going to set the material. All right, here's how we set the material. Go to all materials, and you'll see that there are actually 3 little categories, all favorites and compatible. And so when you go down to compatible, we're going to scroll, or you can search. We're going to scroll, and you'll find, where is it? Where? Right there, faux leather. So choose it. And now it says I'm going to cut faux leather paper thin, and it's telling me make sure the mirror is turned on and the material is shiny side down. So that's when I take my faux leather and put it on my mat. I have to apologize because my mats are old and they're not sticking really well. I need to clean them, and I just haven't got around to them to do that. So you probably want to use a pretty new mat because it is slightly thicker than doing vinyl, but we'll make do, okay? So I've put my leather on, my faux leather on, shiny side down. I'm going to put it in the machine. And now it's loading and making sure that it's got enough material to do it. And then I am simply going to hit go. Go. And it will cut out my my faux leather. So, and then what we would do is if we were doing this with the iron on, this is just what we are cutting out, like this. And it does cut the little holes for the earrings in there. And again, you can choose whatever color. They do not make a purple mat. So Nicole is asking, do they make a purple mat for the Joy? They don't. I don't know if they're going to either. I think that it tells you can actually do this on a regular mat. I don't even know if it makes a suggestion. It's a good question. So it cuts it out with these little holes. And again, you're going to have to buy the jump rings and the wires to put them on. But it is really that simple. It's a very simple shape. And it cuts out, it looks really pretty, and I think they'd look very, good morning, Wendy. They'd look very professional once you get started. So what I did here is I found some images that I just liked this detail on. I'm going to show you how to find those too. And I cut them out by slicing this to the size of the earring. So let's see, it's almost done. This one here we picked out had had slices in it, which is kind of cute too. So Jocelyn's saying that she loves that we're using the Joy. Yeah, the Joy is a very fun project. I can see this being a great project for teens, like at a party or just, an afternoon, a crafternoon. So here is what cut out. I made these really big, but there's the earring that cuts out. Isn't that cute? I suppose you could just fluff it out. So that is a basic earring done with faux leather cut on the Joy using Cricut images. Let's talk about the iron-on because that is a little bit more advanced, but it's not impossible. So let's go back to our canvas. Okay, canvas, cancel. Okay, so we're at our canvas, and let's say I want to come up with something like this. All right, so I know that there are some really cool just designs, so I'm going to go back to images. All right, I'm going back to the basic search on images, and I know that there are some really intricate designs under an image set called edge to edge. But this is the kind of thing that you could, scroll around and look for, or you can just you know, type in design or whatever, but I just happened to know that these were there. So what I did was I went to one of the image searches and I found a design that I liked. I wanted a kind of tight design. Here's one that's kind of pebbly. That's sort of cool. And you know, you could choose something like this or something that is tight, not a big design because you're working on a small piece, right? And let's see. Let's just pull in. Let's pull this in. I think that would be, well, maybe not. This is kind of cool. Well, that may be too tight. So it's just, for you, it's just kind of a trial and error. You know, this is what creativity is about. And let's make sure that we have, let's use these ones. All right. So here's what we do. This is actually 2 layers. So what I'm going to do is hide this color, the top color layer. And so I have my earrings. I'm going to make them a little larger so you can see. Okay, I'm going to place them under or on top of, it doesn't matter, of the image, right? This is our image we just pulled in. And then I'm going to select them both. And then I'm going to actions. Actions is down here. And I'm going to choose slice right here. Okay? Now, once I do slice, I then peel off this. You actually end up with 3 pieces, and there's your completed iron-on. Now, one thing that I didn't do is I didn't save the background plain because I still want to cut this out, okay? So maybe if I go back and undo this, I would save and just have a plain one. But you know, you can learn from my mistake there. So I can actually undo this all. All right, let me go back. All right, so I'm undoing this all. Oops. All right, so what I want to do is I want to duplicate these. I do that down here, duplicate. All right, we're going to save one and put it here like we just did. Select these 2 and then do the slice, and then here we go. And now you just get rid of these extra layers. So now we have earrings with, now the same color, you maybe would change the color because you don't want it to all cut on the same mat. But this is what you would cut for the faux leather, and this is what you would cut for the iron-on, which is exactly what I did here. And it does cut. Before I came on, I cut a bunch in this holographic that we were using last week. Remember, we were using this holographic. I don't know if this is the blue or the cobalt, but it is one of them. And this weeds the same way it always weeds, which is with the pick. You're going to pick up. Hold on, I just need a flat surface. You pick up here and then cut away all the stuff we don't need. I could actually cut these, make it easier. Okay. Be patient with yourself. I'm rushing, but here you go. Just want to make sure I didn't cut that one little side. Oh, maybe it's supposed to. Okay. Here you go. So there is my holographic cutouts. okay? Let's put them on to our earrings. I already cut these out right before it came on. I'm going to show you a couple of times on how to do this. So you're going to match up whatever, if you're cutting out a bunch of them, you have to match them up. So here's our leaf one. Let's do the leaf one because it's easiest first, and then we'll get a little more advanced, okay? So here is our leaf cutout. I'm working on an EasyPress mat. You don't need to use the EasyPress mat for this. You can use like a towel, but the mat's great for protecting your surface. And then I'm just going to place this wherever I kind of like it. So there you go. And it sort of sticks a little bit, so you don't have to worry about it. Now I'm using the mini. This is the mini. You can also use the EasyPress. You can also use your iron. But the mini's great because it's small. When you're using the EasyPress iron, it's like you can't see what's going on, So I have it set for low, which is one of these squiggly bars. How do I know what the setting is? Well, we're going to go back to Google, and we're going to look at the Heat guide. This is the Cricut Heat guide. If you don't already have this bookmarked and you're very interested in iron-on, then you need to bookmark this, okay? Because you'll be referring to it all the time. It's a heat guide, and it gives you all three of the presses that Cricut makes. This is the mini, there's the EasyPress 2, and there's the EasyPress 1. And then what you do is you choose your material, heat transfer material. So in this case, this is foil. So we're going to choose foil, and then you choose your material that you're putting it on. In this case, it's faux leather, but you have all these other choices. And then you hit apply. And it tells you that you need to preheat for 5 seconds. And then you want your because I chose the mini, I want it on low with that one squiggle for 30 seconds. It also shows you how to set it up. So see, here's my mat, there's my whatever the substrate is with my design, and there is my mini. So you're going to do it as constant movement, light pressure, and then wait for it to cool. Okay, so let's do that. I have my EasyPress Mini heated up. I have my mat here. I want to make sure that you can see this really up close and personal. So here is my my design. I'm going to preheat for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, then I'm going to take my design, place it where I want it, here. Then I'm going to take my mini, and using light pressure for about 30 seconds, I'm just going to move it around, keeping it constantly moving. And it's okay to move it around. It's when you're working with the mini, it's designed to be in for small places. So by moving it around, you're getting to all of your designs there. So we're doing 30 seconds, which I'm not watching the clock. I suppose I should. I'll just give it a couple more seconds. And the hardest part is waiting for it to cool down to reveal it. So while I'm waiting for it to cool down, we'll do the other side, okay? The other earring. Again, taking my cutout, taking and putting my iron on with the transfer side up and the iron on is down. Maybe put it down a little bit. And 1, 2, 3. I suppose I could do that. 4, 5. But I didn't check. And then, of course, I pressed the button. Oh, well. You know, I'm not perfect, and you guys know that. I hope I'm relatable, because there are so many very, very talented crafters out there. And I don't consider myself one of them. I consider myself somebody who's very persistent. That's all, who figures things out. So here we go. Whoops. All right, so this one's probably cooled. And then we're just going to, here we go. There it is. That's your earring with this very basic earring with a leaf. And again, you can choose your colors and your whatever you want to do. Let's do a little more intricate one with the holographic. So here's the holographic that I cut out for this particular one. And actually you'll notice that when I did my slicing, it cut out for the circle. So I'm lining it up so the circle is there. You see that? I'm going back to my heat guide and just make sure that it's not a different thing. Holographic, faux leather. Nope, it's 5 seconds preheat and a low of 30 seconds with constant movement and light pressure. So let's do a preheat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take my cutout, put it on. Make sure I'm lining it up well, because I want it to cut out with that hole on the top there. And then I'm going to put it on there. Try not to move it try not to get it off center while you're doing it. And then 30 seconds here, constant movement, a little circular motion, that's good. Do it. Wax on, wax off. Okay. I don't know if everybody knows what that is referring to. So we'll let it cool. We'll do the other side. Again, I'm going to line up that circle, preheat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And line it up exactly the way you want it. So that circle is cut out there. And that's good. And here we go. Karate Kid, yes. Good job, Michelle. I don't know if they did it in the... Oh, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. Brent, was it Bren? Bren said I might not be perfect. Yeah, well, that's the thing, is that, you know, some people are very stylized and they come up with some really beautiful projects, and that's great. But I'm kind of, you know, a hapless sort of crafter, and I learn by doing, and I don't mind sharing my mistakes. So, so that you can try to avoid them. But everybody makes mistakes. There's nothing that's perfect in life. So here we go. So here's our 2. Let's make sure that we can, yeah. Well, it's still a little hot. I probably should wait, but I'm so excited. Isn't that awesome? Oh my God, tell me you love it, because I love it. I might even start wearing earrings now because this is so awesome. So cool. I don't know if you'd sell them or whatever, or you just do them as a gift. This is such a perfect little gift for someone. You could do a matching necklace too, I suppose, or anything. Look at, are those not the cutest things in the world? Oh my God. And just all you need to do is put those little earring pieces there. Isn't that great? So I'm going to continue just sort of just doing one more, just so you can kind of see. I think I cut out enough for one more. Or maybe I didn't. I don't know. Oh, yeah, didn't I cut out the leaf again? Here we go. Here we go. The leaf. So again, I cut out, using the Joy, I cut out 2 mats. One is, this is my iron-on. I cut it out with the shiny side down, and then I cut out my faux iron-on also with the good side down. Then once I cut it out, I weed using a pick. There we go. Using my pick, I weed it. Very simple weed. Cut this in half, and then I take my earring. Which one? It's this one. Line it up, see if that's what I want to do. Let's get the other. Preheat 5 seconds with the EasyPress Mini 2, 3, 4, 5. Take my design, lay it on the leaf like this. Check my heat guide, make sure that I am following the correct instructions. Preheat 5 seconds and then low on 30 seconds. And then cool and peel. Why do I keep pressing that button? My finger wants to keep pressing that button. So 30 seconds. I think that's about 30 seconds. We're going to let it cool, and while it's cooling, we do the other one. Preheat for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Place my design. 30 seconds here. This way I'll show you. This is the silver foil, by the way. But the one I'm doing here is the holographic. I think it's blue. Now, these things are on sale right now. I don't know for how much longer, but they are on sale at the Cricut.com website. But I have a link. So if you use my link, you'll save 10% and get free shipping on orders over 50%. And I will post the link as well as the project file in the description of this video. So if you're watching this on the replay, whether on YouTube or on somewhere on Facebook, check the description and it will give you the project link, and it will also give you my link. So when you make a purchase, as long as you have $50, you'll save 10% and get free shipping, because who wants to pay for shipping? And it helps support me. So I have to wait on this one, I think. Well, maybe not. Okay, and that's it. So here's the difference between, this is a holographic, and this is the foil. And here's the holographic here, and this is the foil here. Can you imagine all the different kinds you could do with all, there's a whole bunch of foil, there's a whole bunch of holographic, and as I mentioned, the faux leather comes in different colors, comes in, the black I think is out of stock right now, but it comes in blues, browns, red I think it comes in. I'm using this champagne color. That's, if you want to replicate this perfectly, then this is champagne. And this is holographic, I think blue, and this is foil, silver foil, okay? And that's all there is to it. Really, this is fun. Now, obviously, you guys are going to get your creative minds at play and come up with all kinds of different things to make. Don't limit yourself, you know, use your imagination. I could see if you had like a special design or something you wanted to put on there, you could do that too. And you're just limited by your imagination, you see? And that's all there is to it. I could talk more, but I don't want to take up your time. This is a great little project. It's so easy. Yes, it can be done on the Joy. Yes, it can be done with a regular iron or the Mini, or it can be done on your big machine. It's up to you. So use what you have, go digging in your materials and use what you have and come up with things. And definitely come back and show me what you made, because I actually got this idea from someone, and I wish I could remember her name. I tried to look it up this morning. So I apologize, I don't remember her name, but she showed me how she was doing these on the Joy, and I thought, I need to show this and share this with other people because it's just so much fun. So that's today's Cricut Chat. It is my daily live Cricut Chat show. If you are watching live, thank you. If you're watching as a replay, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. My name is Rita Cavicchio. This is my show, and this is my Facebook page, Miss Rita to the Rescue. And let's see, we've been doing this now. It's 8 weeks, 2 months. So if you want to see any of the projects we've done, and we've done a lot of projects, I would encourage you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have over 300 videos there, and some of them are for paper, some are them vinyl, infusible ink. There's everything you could possibly want to do on your Cricut. So thank you so much for coming today. I'm going to see you tomorrow, where we're going to be working on Infusible Ink, the brand new Infusible Ink blanks. We're going to be doing the beverage or wine bottle holder. I have a couple of really great designs that I found in Design Space to show you. And then I'm going to show you a new technique with the cosmetic bags, where you can use both the cutout and the inverse of the cutout with infusible ink on the cosmetic bag. So definitely stay tuned, set your clock for tomorrow at 9 a.m. And then also, if you're working in your calendar, don't forget Saturday night. Saturday night is our date night at 7 o'clock, and that's on Facebook here. It's live, it's longer. It's usually about an hour to an hour and a half. And we are putting together a lighthouse and a light keeper's quarters, which are designs from Mary at SVG Cuts. I'm going to post a link to that project so you can, if you want to cut it ahead of time and follow along as we put it together, you can do that. And I think that's it for this week. We've got a couple of other little surprises planned. I'm not going to tell you what they are, but I definitely want you to tune in. And thank you so much. I so appreciate all the support and love, and it makes me happy that I can do this for you all. So you have a great, great day, and we'll see you again tomorrow at 9 a.m., Lord willing. Have a great day, everyone. Love you.